how much probiotic should I take? I wonder. I'm Dr. Arland Hill with Food, Function, Freedom. And today I'm going to talk to you about how much is too much or how much is enough probiotic. How much probiotic should you take? So to help us work through this, we're going to hit it from 3 different angles. So number 1 is, how do you know if you need more probiotic? Well, listen, those probiotics are pretty important. Those little bugs that are hanging out in your gut, and there's a lot of them. And I mean a lot. Like more than there are number of cells in your entire body, there's more bacteria in your gut. There's more of them than there is of you. So they're pretty important, and they're having a real strong role in your overall health. So if you're dealing with things like a weakened immune system, you've got maybe an autoimmune condition, you have nutrient deficiencies, you got brain fog, low energy. Guys, these are all things that could be associated with not having enough of your probiotics. Constipation, diarrhea, both directions. Again, these could be things that could be linked to your not having enough probiotic. Now, that's when you don't have enough, and in that scenario, you're going to need to take more. And what about on the other side, though? Because it's rarely talked about that you can actually have too much probiotic. So when is too much probiotic? Well, listen, if you eat foods and you're getting gassy and you're getting bloated and you're having excess gas and that stuff's all happening pretty soon after you eat, there's a pretty high probability you've got too much bacteria, too much probiotic already, and adding more is only making the situation worse. No need to put more in there. You've already got too much as it is. If anything, you need to clear those organisms out. We need to let them die down. You need to take some proactive steps to get rid of those and get the total number of probiotics back down. Now, last on the list, number 3 here. I told you there was 3, so you have what do you do when you don't have enough? What do you do when you have too many? Number 3 is, and this is going to be the most important, how is reconnecting to food going to help your probiotics? Guys, bar none, that's the most important one of these 3. Day in and day out, the food that you consume directly helps you build more probiotics, or it damages the probiotics that you already have. If you're making the wrong food choices, you haven't connected to food, and you're not making the ideal food choices that are supporting and nourishing your body, listen, you're damaging those bacteria. They're living organisms. You're not giving them what they need. They need good, healthy fiber foods, vegetables, fruits, things that they can build their own little colonies in there and start to work for you in that environment, in that gut environment. That's what you need. If you're consuming foods you haven't connected to food and you're consuming the foods that are damaging to the body, guess what? They're damaging to those probiotics too. They're inhibiting their growth, and they're actually promoting the growth of the bad guys, of these organisms you don't want in there, the wrong types of bacteria, the wrong types of fungus. This is not an ideal scenario. So listen, when you replete these guys, replete them at the right amounts so you don't have to get excessive about this. Somewhere in the general neighborhood of at least 5 billion gets you there, and can be consistent about it. Don't try to replete them all back at one time. Just be consistent. If you have too much, if you have symptoms of your bloating, you're gassy, get rid of them. Stop taking your probiotics. You don't need them right now. You may need to come back around, but you don't need them just yet. But bar none, if you're having to take probiotics all the time, long extended periods of time, that's probably a good indication that those guys aren't getting the nourishment they need, and that you really need to re-examine your diet, and you really need to connect to that food. So I want to thank you for listening. I'm Dr. Arland Hill with Food, Function, Freedom, and make sure you come back here and join us, because I'm going to deliver more information just like this to help you reconnect to food and help you change your health. Optimal health is a choice.